Hello guys and gals, and welcome to another episode of Unique Items. Today we're going to be looking at a unique item called Stealskull. It is the unique Casque. The Stealskull Casque is a very interesting item because it makes a very interesting choice for a mercenary. And it also has some uses on non-mercenary characters as well. The Stealskull Casque is a defense 248, which is not bad at all. Strength requirement only 59, which is actually pretty decent. Can be utilized by just about anybody. Required level 35, which is relatively low, and has some very nice stats. It has 10% increased attack speed, which is always nice to have for melee or ranged characters, as well as mercenaries. It has 10% faster hit recovery, which is great for everybody. Reduces the animation of your faster hit recovery stuns. It also has 5% mana stolen and 5% life steal, which is absolutely great. And all these so far are static effects that do not change. 5% mana, 5% life steal is great for any melee or ranged character, and 5% life steal specifically is great for a mercenary. It also has 240% enhanced defense, which is a variable, has a variable of 40%, which is not amazingly high. 200 to 240% is not bad. It does vary a little bit though, so it's like 219 to like 250. I think 248 is probably the max, right? Defense. And then we also have another variable here of magic find. So 30 to 50% magic find. This makes it an extremely good choice as a magic find helmet for characters that are melee characters or mercenaries. Mercenaries do in fact get magic find, and how it works is if your mercenary has 100% magic find and you have 200% magic find, if your mercenary makes the killing blow on the target, you will have 300% magic find combined. You do not get the magic find that the mercenary is using, but your mercenary does get your magic find that you use. You could also theoretically use this on a boson, a magic finding paladin. I mean, there are a lot of good choices that you could possibly make as far as magic finding characters go, and this is definitely a very nice one. I actually am utilizing this right now on my Necromancer. My Necromancer's Mercenary is utilizing the Stealskull Cast along with the Tomb Reaver, both of which have Magic Find effects, so that I can get even more Magic Find out of my Mercenary, combined with the massive amount of Magic Find that my Necromancer uses as well. It's a pretty decent combo, considering that the Stealskull gives me the lifesteal, and the Tomb Reaver gives me nice resistances as well. They're both very nice items for mercs. Granted, it's not like the optimal setup with the godlike rune words, but the magic find is certainly sweet. Now you can also find this in the ethereal form, and in the ethereal form it does have a very nice defense bump, which makes it even better for a mercenary, and that is the 374 defense with only 49 strength requirement. Very, very low strength requirement. Absolutely a awesome helmet to get your hands on. Probably not the best helmet, but certainly a great one in terms of magic find, specifically for mercs and melee / range characters. And if you were a necromancer or a sorceress or something like that, it could be good for you too. If you put a perfect topaz in there, 50% plus 74 is going to be a pretty nice amount. I mean, plus 24 is going to be 74%, which is a nice amount of magic find. It does vary between 30 to 50% magic find, though, so keep that in mind. You will probably find these in rather poor condition with low defense and low magic find. Now, we can upgrade these. They can be upgraded to the elite version. And if you were going to use this specifically to get magic find for your mercenary, you would probably want to upgrade it. And to do that, you're going to need a Lem rune, you're going to need a Co rune, and you're going to need a perfect diamond. This will get you the upgrade to the elite tier. Unfortunately, this is going to increase the strength requirement quite a bit, so do keep that in mind before you upgrade it, and it will also increase the level requirement as well quite a bit. So both of these things are things that you really need to keep in mind as far as upgrades go. But let me move myself out of the way so you can get a good look at the upgraded stats. And then we're going to put our Lem, our Co, and our Perfect Diamond in here. And we're going to upgrade from 248, level 50, level 35, 59 Strength, to 370 Defense, 109 Strength, level 58. Not a bad upgrade, actually, at all. The level requirement didn't go up very high at all. That was actually pretty decent. The Strength requirement is still fairly low enough for most characters and mercenaries. And the defense bump was nice. Let's check the Stealskull Casque ethereal version, which is 374 defense, 49 strength requirement, and level 35, which upgrades to 550 defense, 99 strength, and level 58. 99 strength. Not bad. Not bad at all. I feel like that's a pretty solid upgrade, especially if you were specifically going to use this on a mercenary for magic finding. Maybe you socket this with a perfect topaz, or maybe you socket it with a 15% IAS jewel to help him attack faster. Maybe trying to hit one of those magic breakpoints. But whatever the purpose that you use this for, I definitely feel like the upgrade from Tier 2 to Tier 3 is an absolutely solid upgrade, and could certainly be a very useful piece of gear on your journeys. 50% magic find is kind of hard to beat, especially when you can beat that up to 74% with a P topaz, or 75 with an Istrune, if you're a rich bastard. You know, it's not a bad helmet. I mean, increased attack speed along with dual leech is extremely nice, and you know, even the faster hit recovery on there is also a nice addition. Where could you find this particular helmet if you wanted to find it? That's always a good question. So let's go over and we'll take a look at Silo's Pen, and we'll see what the probabilities are and what monsters you might want to farm to get your hands on a Stealskull Casque. So right here I have a character who is going to be kind of on level for this item. But you know what? We're going to do a non-on-level character. So let's assume you're a high-level character who's just trying to get this for magic finding purposes. Maybe you want to deck out your mercenary with magic find gear, and you already have 400% magic find, and you'd like to get your magic find even higher, right? So you're trying to find a really nice Stealskull Casque to put on your merc. So the best probable chance for you to find this looks like it's going to be Nightmare Mephisto at a 1 in 877 chance, which is actually really nice. And you could also follow up with a Diablo kill at 1 in 915 and a Bale kill at 1 in 949. Not bad at all. You could also farm Hell and Dariel, it looks like, with a pretty good chance at 1 in 10,010. That's actually not bad at all, and that might be a better choice to farm simply because Hell and Dariel has a good chance of dropping some really nice rings and amulets, which could also be very good. You know, you could kill two birds with one stone, so to speak. Farm in Dariel, hopefully get your Stealskull Casque, and maybe accidentally get a Soj or a Kathos wedding band while you're at it. Let's take a look at super uniques real quick, and we'll get an idea of what kind of super uniques we can farm. It does look like Hell Cow King has a really good chance at 1 in 2,630, and Nightmare Cow King's not bad either. And it kind of gets worse from there. Most of these are pretty bad, 1 in 10,000. A lot of really kind of crappy chances here. I mean, some of these are eminently farmable. What I mean by that is I could obviously farm them over and over again rather quickly. You know, like Shank the Overseer and Nightmare, very easy kill. Eldritch the Rectifier and Nightmare, very easy kill. Very poor chance, but at the same time, super easy kills, and you can kill them super quickly. So there's that. I think that covers pretty much everything with this particular helmet. It's a rather simple helmet with some rather nice bonuses. And quite honestly, if you were going to go after this helmet, it would be for the magic finding purpose. Because obviously, if you wanted it specifically for the increased attack speed, there are better helmets. If you wanted it specifically for the life leech, there are better helmets. If you wanted it specifically for the faster hit recovery, there are better helmets. If you wanted it specifically for the defense, there probably are better helmets. But there are not better helmets with also having the 50% magic find combined. And that's really where the Stealskull Casque shines, and also the Stealskull Armet, which is definitely a very nice helmet. As always, I do appreciate you guys watching my videos, even when my skull is made out of steel. And it's not that kind of steel, is it? It's actually the STEAL, which is stealing things, right? So let's try that again. I thank you for watching my videos, even when I'm trying to steal your skull. And as always, keep watching.